Hello everyone, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to go out and get that D. Well, that vitamin D anyway. We're going outside. You're moving for a change, look at this. And I thought we'd do something a bit special today. Instead of just sort of walking around town, we're going to go up the highest hill, highest sort of peak around. So we're going to go up there today. It's a bit warm and it's a little bit breezy, but we're going to go up there and see if we can get some cool drone shots. So let's see how that goes. So, I've just pulled up to the car park. There's a few here, but we're going to try and find a path now to start making our way up the hill. So pretty quickly I came along this little track here and I found this electric fence. So I was wondering what that was for, but then we found these guys. Where I'm actually going is, it's technically not a mountain. It's technically only a hill, but it is the tallest hill in my county. So there's like a trig point, like a mural beacon at the top, and I'll put the name of it on screen because I know we've got a couple of Americans that watch this channel, and you guys famously struggle quite heavily with the pronunciation of this word, just like I do with saying pronunciation. So I'll put that up now. I'll give you a minute. No, Worcestershire. It's the Worcestershire beacon. It's really not as hard as a lot of you guys try and force it to be. So I'm not 100% sure exactly where I'm going, how it is to get there, but it's just a big hill really. So if I just kind of, because there's paths and trails sort of crisscrossing all the way along here, and planes if you can hear it, but I'm just kind of going off the basis that if I want to get to the top, I'll just carry on walking uphill. So, I mean, we're bound to get there eventually, aren't we? So, why have I come out here today? Well, there's a couple of reasons really. I mean, firstly, it's nice to just come outside and do something, especially if you haven't got sort of much planned for the weekend or whatever. But also, it's good for mental health reasons to come outside, you know, and enjoy nature a little bit. I work outside sort of every day, so it doesn't really affect me as much as some other people who say, you know, may work in an office or something like that. But it's definitely good for if you have, you know, if you're suffering from depression or anxiety or any of these sort of issues that make you feel down or might make you a little bit just not enjoy life as much all the time. I don't particularly suffer with anything like that, you know, any more than the average person. But even so, it's still nice to come outside. It's a beautiful day, it's the weekend, enjoy a bit of sunshine, get a bit of breeze. A bit of exercise helps, you know, it's nothing major. I'm not sort of climbing Kilimanjaro, but a walk up a hill is quite nice. And I'm gonna have to turn this camera around in a minute because this view that I've got looking out here is much better than what you've got looking at me. It's not particularly hard going up here. It's a gentle walk, really. It's the kind of place where you can bring coffee, and everyone needs more coffee in their lives. But it is warm today. The clouds have kind of covered up a bit of the sun, but it's still pretty humid, and the wind is picking up a little bit as I get closer to the top, which isn't great because the plan was to try and get some cool sort of aerial shots. That's cool. Try and get some cool sort of aerial shots with the drone, and it's not a bad drone, but there's a limit on what it can do with the wind. So hopefully it doesn't get too much worse, because like this I think we'll be okay. So we made it up to the top, and that makes me officially the highest Goth in the county. But as I'm sure you can tell, the winds really start to pick up here, so we're going to have to start making our way down now. So we've come down now a little bit, sort of off the peak, down into a bit of lower ground. The wind's died down a lot more. It's definitely a lot easier to talk to you and for you to hear me. Now, unfortunately, the wind was a little bit too strong at the top to even sort of think about getting the drone out. But hopefully, as we come a bit further down, I'll be able to get a few more sort of nicer looking shots. But this was a really fun video. Let me know if you enjoy the sort of vlog style video. It's definitely something I'm down to do more of. So, I scared the sheep. I'm terrible. I'm an awful person. But again, as I was saying earlier, it's just something that's really, it's just good for you. Good for your mental health and good for your well-being and everything, just to get outside and be in and amongst nature a bit more. We can all spend this day and age far too much time cooped up indoors, and it's just no good for you. If you can, definitely try and get outside a bit more. It doesn't have to be walking up a mountain or the highest peak around. It could just mean going out into the garden or going down to your local park. If the weather's nice, take advantage of it. Go and sit outside and just get a bit of fresh air. If you can take it a little bit further and walk up a hill as such, something like that, bit of a longer walk, the exercise definitely helps as well. It just makes you feel a lot better. Enjoy that grass.